Please welcome from Dragon's Den, James, Deborah, Peter and Theo.
The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in the land called Harmony. The magic dragon.
Rogers James. And the ever so tall Peter. Come on in. Whoa, 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 steady. Blimey. Well, that's what I'm going to picture, a little step guard. Sit down, get yourself comfortable. How nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Where does where did the idea of Dragon's Den come from? It wasn't from one of you guys, it was someone else had the programme idea, I guess.
Sony.
Yeah. Sony. So it was a company idea, someone out there was making the
Made
idea.
in Japan.
Made in Japan by Nippon, actually.
Nippon TV?
Yeah.
OK, and so, and how did they recruit you? Who came to who first, and did they audition you? What was the process?
Well, Duncan and I were the only ones originally from the first series, and what happened was BBC guy said, look, we're thinking of a show, pitching ideas, are you interested? And we said, we can talk about it. It's a pilot, 1 hour for Open University or something like that.
Yeah, so you thought it'd be a low-key, not an entertainment show as such, more of just a kind of business show?
Yeah, and we filmed 1 hour, it went up the channels, BBC High, and they said, look, this is a series, we've got to go to series, and the rest is history.
And so why do you think it has become the hit it is? What is it about the show that people, that you're aware of, that people like about it?
I think a lot of it is that because we're investing our own money, you know, I think the audience likes that whole jeopardy of somebody who walks up the stairs that we've never met before, and, you know, within a relatively short period of time, we actually have to write our own cheque there and then, and I think that's pretty exciting.
Am I right in thinking, though, that they're only allowed, like, 3 minutes or 4 minutes to pitch to you, but then you're allowed as long as you want for the question? So even though we only see a condensed version, you've been hammering away at it for quite a while.
Sometimes we go on for hours, and so when you see me yawning or getting absolutely ratty and rude with someone, it's because they bored the pants off me for several hours. But no one's told them the truth. You'd have thought their best friend would say, listen, that's the most ridiculous, stupid idea you've ever had.
Yeah, that's not what your best friends do, though, Theo,
well, you can't be honest.
Now, when someone comes up, you must feel a little empathy, a little sympathy, because it must be terrifying walking in the room, knowing that, number one, that they've got to encounter you guys, but number two, you know, this is a big moment for them, and they've got an idea which, if you pick up on it, it could well change their life. So, do you ever sweeten the pill, do you ever soften the blow, or do you actually sometimes enjoy telling them it's an awful idea?
I think these guys do, really. I think that they're pretty good at digging in quite hard.
Well, Peter does sometimes seem like he quite enjoys it.
Well, do you know what? I do enjoy it when it's a stupid idea, but then, actually, this last couple of series, since James has joined the Dragon's Den, I've probably been a little bit lighter, and I think for good reason, because you can come in with the most ridiculous, non-commercial business idea and walk away with investment, because James is here now.
Oh, stop it, Peter.
Doggy treadmill.
Oh, come on.
Jonathan, doggy treadmill has done quite well for you, hasn't it, James?
Oh, it's one of my most successful investments.
It's
just the opportunity.
Well, there's obviously a kind of a certain a friendship, at the same time, there's a competitiveness here, and you like...
Because, Jonathan, they haven't got a clue. I mean, absolutely no clue.
Who's the most successful? James, who's the most successful?
He's normally quite honest.
Just in terms of finance, not in terms of personal satisfaction, obviously.
I mean,
He doesn't get like that either.
No, I'm fairly modest. I would say, you know, amongst these people, just in terms of experience and ability and understanding
That's not the question,
business,
James.
I would say it probably is me, actually.
Right. Theo, you would agree with that, no doubt.
He's talking out of his absolute rear end, which is quite common.
So who would you say was the most successful?
Well, it's
Theo?
obvious, isn't it?
Oh, it might be you. Is that
Why do you even
Can I
ask?
guess? Can I guess?
Go on, have a go.
Would it be you, Theo?
Do you know, I'll buy that.
There you
I
go.
mean...
Peter.
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm personally, actually, because I think I'm fairly truthful. I don't think I'm the most successful. But if the question was to be who's invested and made the most money out of an investment in Dragon's Den...
that wasn't the question.
Then, Jonathan, if that was the question...
Because that question, you would have been the answer, wouldn't you?
would have been me.
You know, one of the things I like about the show, over and above you guys, obviously, I like the host you have, or the presenter who holds it together, Evan, and the little voiceover bits when you're talking, and I like all that. You know, I think that really brings something to the show, and that's one of the things I like about it. The other thing I like about it, and one of the reasons why I think it's sexy, is because of the shape of all your heads is all very different. Do you agree?
What, we've all got different heads?
Shape. But that's part of the appeal of the show.
The Dragons are less than happy with the quality of Jonathan's pitch.
So down there, obviously. You see what we were doing then? Who's had the most success then? I know this is a question you're dying for me to ask. Who's had the most success with something that was pitched and then invested in on the show?
I think it's the chop box.
The chop box?
Yeah, the chop box.
I thought it was the reggae.
Oh, come on, don't be so ridiculous. Spicy sauce? I'm talking about real invention.
We're about real money. Yeah, I mean,
I thought the reggae sauce was a big success for you.
No, it is. Well, it's not just for me, it's for Levi now. To be perfectly blunt, yeah, he's a multi-millionaire. He's
No
made,
way, from the sauce?
From the sauce.
Likes the sauce.
Right.
Wow.
And it is great.
He likes the sauce,
I think.
And so what about the chop box? This presumably is one of your investments in James.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, we got an order of 25 million units.
Wow.
I read that as well.
Have you sold them?
Yeah, we have.
At a penny each?
Wow,
Yeah,
this is,
can I
the
finish?
dragons are biting away at each other's investments now.
No, they know that, Jonathan. I mean, I just think, because I'm new, I think they find it hard to kind of sustain my success. So I just let them, yeah.
I think maybe it's because you've come dressed as a wine waiter. That's probably You know, you say people, I have something to pitch in. I hope you don't mind me taking this opportunity, but this is a golden opportunity for me, OK? And I have, because I consider myself something of an amateur inventor. Do you want to see? I brought something in. I want you to see. OK. Feel free to be harsh, but seriously, one of you wants this idea, you can have it off me, and we'll give the money to children in need.
OK.
You ready? OK, now, do you like bread?
Yes.
Do you like cheese and bread together?
Yes.
So far, so good.
How big is a normal loaf of bread? How big is a normal piece of cheese? Do you see the difference? If you buy bread and cheese together with the intention of making sandwiches using the cheese inside the bread, the cheese is not enough. Dragons, the cheese, bread. Cheese, bread size. Like a sandwich? Yes. This is a little bit dry now. One sandwich. Pass it around.
Jonathan, I think you're good.
James, are you in?
What's the deal, Jonathan? What's the deal?
What's the deal? I've got 10 million orders of the cheese bread from Romania.
It's just a bit of cheese just cut to look like bread.
Yes, you say that, but what's a wheel but a box with the edges shaved off? Use your imagination. What's reggae sauce but HP with a song attached? Go on, I'm sweating. Right. Denzel, you ever have any ideas? Any good ideas yourself?
Good ideas?
Yeah.
It's funny you say that.
What?
I just happen to have a really interesting idea here.
What's that?
Now, well, this is very serious. You know, you heard of AA, right? Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes, sir.
12-step program and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, a much more serious problem throughout the world, and I've done the research, is something called NPA, which is Nose Pickers Anonymous.
Oh.
Nose Pickers Anonymous.
Yes.
So I figured, you know, to have a good time, to have some fun, and this way you can't get it in your... Where is my nose? You can't get it actually up in your nose.
Theo.
You have different characters. No, wait, I'm passionate about this. Wait, come back. Come back, I'm passionate about it. I gotta be passionate, right?
What do you think? Do you think
NPA, think NPA.
I'll
Nose
give him 100
Pickers
grand.
Anonymous.
You give him 100 grand.
No, wait.
Denzel,
No.
I'm in.
There's a theme to it. There's a, you know, you might want to feel like diving. You're diving and you're picking your nose. You're doing construction work. You're at work during the day. You're picking your nose.
I thought he just turned his hand into the village people.
Then sometimes, you know.
How great to have you here. I really appreciate you coming on, because I know you know, let's face it, you don't need to, but I'm a fan of the show, and I'm so thrilled that it's the success it is. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 of the current 5 dragons. Thank you, guys. I think they're great, and you've got all your bits. I will wear the socks. Hey, Dad, I love you. Thank you. You were great fun. Theo, great to meet you. Really nice. James, good stuff. There you go. Wow.